At the losers side, our first match is an EVO champion versus Dark Nephew himself. This is a wild match, man. Kawano, Nephew, loser side, top 16.
Ooh, both of them 25 years old. This is a similar age matchup over here. And again, Nephew at one point in time, you know, he just basically became the king of the West Coast at one point during Street Fighter V. He was winning all the tournaments with his Colleen, and for a good point in time, he was considered the strongest in the West Coast. He at one point in time, Punk very briefly moved to the West Coast into Northern California. Him and Nephew were roommates, and you could see how that little partnership, that training, helped Nephew a lot as well. He grew so much during that time. But again, Kawano, the only man that was able to stop IDOM at EVO at the last year of Street Fighter V. Kawano is ridiculous. The best of the new blood coming from Japan.
And emboldened after not having the best performance at Street Fighter League Japan, when his team wasn't able to qualify in that second season, having Tachikawa by his side and being able to find the character that he needed to play, which is classic Luke, is what got him to this point. Nephew with a big lead though.
Oh,
catches the walk back with a crouching medium kick.
Again, that's how you stop the shimmies right there. And so Kawano's like, you're going to try to walk back. I've got a crouching medium kick. You better watch those ankles. And there we go. Kawano's going to take round number one thanks to that one read.
Breaking those toes like the end of those. Kawano routing it back with the quickness. This can happen. This matchup at any point. Explosive nature of Luke. Better buttons. Lead to that. Nephew has to be able to stock up. Maintenance is key with Juri. Maintenance is required with this character. Drive gauge, the Fuha stock ups for things like this. Pressure with the fireballs, heavy kick shimmy and things like that. Yeah, lock him down.
Oh, there we go. Auto correct. But again, if you're Kawano, at least you're out of the corner. But yeah, you're minus after blocking those drive rush overheads. That's
beautiful.
The sword normals right there. Juri's got one of them with that crouching medium punch. But you know what? I mean, what is a sword to a giant boulder from Luke right there? That crouching medium punch is terrifying.
You could talking about a lot of butts from this character, to be honest. They get the pick up here with the light. Heavy. Has him caught up in the corner. Waits for a little bit. Gets the throw right after. Calls out the parry. Wake up super. Did he parry it out? Yeah, let's wait. Bait decimate. Check that bar at the bottom. Back heavy kick starter.
You died. That's it. That might be it right there. I think that's game over.
Will it kill?
It's going to kill. It's going to kill.
Wow.
I'm not even going to ask. I'm not even going to ask. I don't even need my signature line. Because as soon as I looked up, I was like, oh, you're at like 60%? You're dead.
You're dead. With all that bar that he has at the top and the bottom, about to drop. And using a back heavy kick starter, that's like the Chris Wong special that we've seen continuously.
Yeah.
Kawano utilizing it to full effect. It's the first game.
That combo was all heavy. It's heavy into heavy into heavy into heavy into heavy. There's no scaling on that at all.
It really isn't. That's the great thing about this character. He can start off with such, those back heavy kicks. Such great conversion to leave him a lot of damage. Kawano with the first victory. We've already taken Nephew to the corner. We've seen this move before. Nephew, please change the channel. Do something different. But it's hard because the corner pressure, jabs, fireballs. Hard to lead. As soon as I say that, Nephew does jump out.
Yeah, he manages to get out of there. But Kawano, look at that, fighting out in the corner himself.
Oh, space trap.
I talked about that, instead of the sword normal, he's got the boulder normal. Got some Crid Redfield action right there, punching rocks, except his fist is the rock.
It's the opposite. Rock strikes back. Kawano can take this back. Nephew, though, only a good punish counter away. There's the play. Drive rush for a medium punch.
Ooh, good throw escape from Nephew, actually. He was trying to bait something out. Kawano woke up with the throw.
Perfect parry. He holds his ground. At that range, he probably wouldn't be able to drive rush up and do anything, so he just holds his ground a little bit.
You see Kawano, he was walking backwards. Nephew walked exactly into the range of the crouching medium kick and he low blocked. But what a perfect parry by Nephew. He baits it out. Okay, can he kill in this situation? He's going for the Feng Shui engine. He only had the level 2 here. So this is gonna have to be a reset here. He goes for the same
Instant overhead.
Instant overhead. He should be able to kill after that. The fuzzy right there. Catches him with the fuzzy. You may be starting your crouch animation, but you're still tall in those first few frames, which is why you get hit by those fuzzy setups.
So let's get the DP right after. Has him caught up in the corner. What's your move, Kawano? How are you going to leave this area? Stand fierce drive, looks like the overhead. The back throw, though, calling it out.
That is brutal right there for Nephew, but great for Kawano. Kawano now try to go for a little bit of a shimmy. There's that standing medium kick from Juri, but Kawano all ready for the anti-air, keeping Nephew in the corner right now.
Stand fierce again, drive reversal. Burning himself out on his own terms.
Yeah, and to get this
level 1.
What?
That's far enough.
That's not projectile invincible, but I guess it either just faded out or he actually slid forward through it.
One more hit.
Tried to go for the fuzzy overhead again.
Yeah, trying to go for it again. Was able to get it. Careful on all that bar at the bottom.
Out, but you know what? He's willing to block all these sandblasts. It's fine because he got all of his life back. And yes, and this time he chips Kawano out. Nephew ties it up 1-1.
Taking a page from Kawano's book. Nephew routing it back pretty dominantly that round, having the lead, keeping it as much as possible. You usually see that from Luke.
Right? Luke is usually one not scared of getting himself burned out.
Right.
Oh, checking the drive up with Juri. Oh no, missed the flash knuckle, missed the perfect timing on that charge up flash knuckle.
Yeah. Drop rush.
Oh,
Light kick sneaks it in. You see him throw, crouching medium punch. I like switching up these options. Rotating the offense.
He's got the 2 Fuha stocks right now. So he's going to be able to get activation into follow-up here. Oh, he found a way to build up a third one and spent it right away. He spent them all right away. No Fuha stocks. And he's going to go right back in instead of building it up. He's going to build it up mid-combo instead.
Attack. Nephew has a color for the corner. Does have a stock to utilize.
Oh, but he spends it. He spends it. And what a DP
Too much
from
range.
Kawano. Now he's got to find a way to build some Fuha stocks again. Sneaks one in there.
Interrupts the drive rush. There he commits it the second time. More than enough to get the damage done. Nephew, see a little nod right there. He's starting to get into it. Dark Nephew starting to appear. I see the clouds in the skies. Dark Nephew, talk about that. That's dude when he has the confidence. He is hard to defeat.
Turn to the dark side.
Is that TFC? Oh. Crouching meaty kick opens up. Nephew caught him, so that's why it's landing. Now we get the heavy knuckle ender. Meaty fireball too as well to lock Nephew down.
Now stuck a little bit in the corner. Can Nephew get himself out of this corner situation over here? Just does it with the OD fireball.
Perfect parry. Beautiful stuff here from the side of Kawano in terms of defense. He spin the bar. No, he does not just yet. I like that for the shimmy.
He has such a life lead. He's like, you know what? I can kill you without spending any of that super meter. I'm going to save it for the next round here. And that is such a good position now. But they're both sitting on 3 full bars. So the person who doesn't manage to land their super right now is going to be at a huge disadvantage.
Kawano is the type to use that bar at the bottom a lot more for like level 1 and 2 and things like that. So that variance if he needs it. Nephew says, I'll spin right now. I got my money on Friday. I'm spinning on Sunday.
Yeah, but look at this. Kawano, he's doing this because Kawano was at 2 blocks. So now he's at basically only just a tiny block right now.
So he went for the trade right there to keep the bar.
He just got hit.
He had to. Burnout's worse.
Oh yeah, here we go. But nice parries. He built it. And now the DP, and now he has Nephew in the corner. This is such a big turnaround.
Only DP against the throat. What a bet.
But
it died for that.
Kawano still has his level 3. Nephew does not. But Kawano burned out now. He's taking chip.
Luke likes this. He doesn't mind
that. He did it again.
Oh, he gets that. Look at the distance. He's got to be standing at a distance for that super to hit. That's the second time. That's on purpose. He's at the right range, so it's not strange to see that super the second time to hit the fireball. He is doing that on purpose. Nephew with the punish. He's on game point against Kawano.
That is some save that stuff for nationals there, because he's using the invulnerability to start up. The first frame is not projectile invul, but she moves forward enough that she gets right past that projectile. Unless it was gonna miss, I'm not sure. I don't know what would happen if Nephew didn't press the button, but I'm pretty sure that was in range.
Nephew might be sending Kawano to the stands like a fan. DP. Instant overhead against the jump medium.
Yeah,
it's the fault outside the corner and the shimmy. That stand fierce. The better buttons for this character. Level 1 for that corner push and kills from the gauge.
Yeah, again, that wake-up jump medium punch is a counter throw. You're betting on the meaty throw to get that to hit. And now Burnout in this.
Oh, the shimmy, the finesse and flex.
Burnout, he's just burning out. He's just burning him out so he can just chip him to death.
There's the DP against the dodge kick, though. Kawano getting a lot more active.
Yeah.
In terms of like the aerial approach. Defense. Standing up set point. It's not over yet.
Oh, the way into the throw. was trying to bet Nephew was going to come out with something. He got the drive impact counter at the very last frame possible. Gonna burn out Kawano. That's why he goes for the level 1. So here we go. Goes for the overhead, but very plus now.
Oh no! Cross up, deleting that DP off the table.
Yeah, Nephew didn't wait long enough to get the auto correct. But
trying to go for the drive impact.
Throw!
I get sneaky, but here's the back throw.
Yeah, that was drive rush light into the drive impact, and on block there's enough of a gap there to throw it.
Interrupts the overhead again. You went burnout. One with all the bar to utilize.
Oh, now you gotta watch out for the drive impact. You've got a level 1, but that's what's making him susceptible to these throws because he's thinking about that drive impact.
Exactly. Counter hit throw. Oh, he's trying to rear back, but caught him with the super Nephew with the interruption.
You can't sway back far enough. Oh, what was just armored through that?
Oh, he fireball for downtime.
Yeah, I think Nephew was so worried about the OD sandblast into the follow-up for the chip. And so he was just like, I'm just getting out of here now. I can't block this. And so here we go, Kawano tying it up 2-2. It's gonna be the final game here. It's a best of 1 right now between Nephew and Kawano. And again, ODDP to stop the drive rush cancel is a plus for the person doing the ODDP. Yes. The other person spends 3 boxes, you spend 2. So that's why it's such a good idea to do.
Do like the do like the fact that he just took away all that momentum. And even though you're burnout, this is fine. Medium crouching, medium punch, light knuckle, grab him up in the corner.
Backdash to predict.
Time to call corner, bro. Another throw. There we go, Kawano on set point, back from the brink of defeat.
This is why he's an Evo champion. This is why I basically say he is the best of the new blood in Japan right now.
Interrupt. You have to figure out what buttons are best for your character. Interrupt drive rush.
Oh, he baited it.
Oh, yeah. Hands are up. Parrying it out. Finds a punch back. Heavy kick. Started back. Heavy kick again. Heavy amount of damage.
Is he going to go for the eraser? No. He just goes for the empty. And Nephew is out of the corner. This is big, but the crouch medium punch is going to connect. He's going to be able to finish it off. Just built the level 3, but the eraser would have did it anyway.
Where we going, people? To Memphis! Kawano 3-2 over Nephew. The Evo champion moves on.
Yeah, so again, I talk about storylines in fighting games a lot of the time. Whenever stuff is happening in a fighting game, you want to remember the storyline of a setup. Kawano set the storyline in that second to last round, that penultimate round, with so many throws in a row. He beat out a lot of things that Nephew was trying to do. Nephew tried to backdash and all these other things. And that's basically what set up basically the end kill over here, because he was like, the only thing Nephew hasn't tried is the OD wake up. And so when he got that knockdown in the corner in that last round, he's like, you know what? I'm thinking about what happened last round, that whole storyline, and this is the next part of the story. So the next chapter is ODDP, and he called it out, and he just took off so much damage from Nephew, he couldn't recover afterwards.
I did like the reads we saw from Nephew in the tech. That level 1 against the fireballs at a certain distance was done twice. Beautiful tech in terms of how do I do it with the fireball approach, but then you see the switch up from Kawano. He's like, okay, no more fireballs. I'll drive rush up, I'll dash up, I'll switch it up. That has been a problem for me. No big deal, I'll switch it up and go in a different sort of way. Kawano dumping the damage whenever he could, and more of those ODDPs against like the fireball pressure to lock him down. Dissuading the drive rush too as well with the crouching medium punch. Drive rush stopping is a very imperative thing up in this game. Crouching medium punch from Luke, one of the best in the business. The reward is insane, so you'll utilize that button more often than not.
Yeah, I gotta wonder if people would consider Luke or JB's crouching medium punch like the best in the game. Like, I feel like that's the two there.
Oh no, don't start that topic. Y'all can do that on Twitter. I don't want to engage in that conversation.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
But it's good. It's really good. We've seen it being utilized as +1 on block. And beyond that, it's a lot more plus on hit, and so it's going to be utilized quite a bit for this character. But
I want to see if we get a chance to see any of those level 1 supers that Nephew does to go through the sandblast, you know, because I want to see what the ranges were on that. Because those are, like I said, I haven't seen a Juri do that before. Maybe it's something that Juri players are more familiar with, but definitely new to me. I think this is one of them right here.
There we go, yeah.
See how she slides forward? Just tiny
just
bit.
a little bit. Yeah.
And I think that's just enough to get right through the sandblast right there.
We've seen some of that on like Street Fighter EU against like JP. Like we've seen some of the Juri players utilize it out there, some of the ranges against his fireball. So I guess it's not the strangest thing to see, but it wasn't enough to take the likes of Kawano down. He was just too solid in his game plan. And when he wasn't burnt out and things like that, as per usual, it's up in the corner and you die. Look at that. Level 1 aims for the drive gauge, puts him in burnout, makes him look real ashy. The DP is there. Anti-air choice is fantastic for side of Kawano. Just gets more and more aggressive. He rides that momentum. It's going to be hard to stop the likes of Kawano like this, bro. Evo champion.
But Nephew came so close. He was just right there. I mean, again, up 2-1 at this point in the match. But like I said, Kawano is an Evo champion, right? He is, I mean, I call him the best of the new blood in Japan, but at this point in time, some people may even argue that he is just the best in Japan right now. We've seen in some of the pandemic years when we had the exhibitions. Remember, Kawano beat up Daigo in one of the exhibitions.
That's true. That, I think, was his moment.
Yeah.
You know, even more so. But winning a CPT online premiere like Japan definitely puts you in contention for some of the best out in Japan and maybe out here, depending on what happens. But can we get some love for Nephew? The first person to leave us, unfortunately, but did a great amount of work up to this point in the group stages.
I forgot that we're eliminating players now. Yeah, everybody in the audience, round of applause for Nephew!